So Dexia, perhaps emblematic of a problem that's not only become a banking crisis, but a sovereign debt crisis across the Eurozone. Well, one man who knows a thing or two about this is Graham Bishop. He's the founder of grahambishop.com and a leading British expert on EU finance. He joins us on the line now from Dublin in Ireland. Graham, good morning to you. Many thanks indeed for joining us. You've actually been crisscrossing the Eurozone a little bit over the past couple of days, talking to some fairly senior people. It does beg the question with what's happening with the likes of Dexia, a downgrade for Italy and these wider problems in the Eurozone. Is this all becoming too big for these leaders to try and solve?
Well, it's certainly a very big problem. What is now very interesting is the whole question of the way the international monetary system works is now being questioned. The US and the dollar, which has for decades has been the linchpin of the international monetary system, they have got very big budget problems. They've just been downgraded as well. People tend to forget that. So it isn't just Europe that has problems. And the Europeans are tackling some of these problems very vigorously. The Italians, and what I do find surprising about the downgrade is that the Italians have just made another series of budget cuts, which take them, they think, to a roundabout balance in 2013, which compares dramatically with the near 10% deficit in the US. So steps are being taken, but the markets are becoming more concerned, and we are also now running into a banking problem, Dexia being an example, where banks are being questioned about the counterparty risk that they have with other banks. So it's not merely the assets they have lending to countries. This is a very unwelcome further twist to the whole process.
And Graham, you've been talking about fiscal union long before the term EFSF started to hit the headlines. Do you think Europe can actually achieve this, and does it actually want to even?
Well, of course, fiscal union is one of these terms which is extremely emotive rather than precise. If the idea is that there will be a single treasury where all taxes raised in Europe are paid in and then parcelled out to all the different countries according to their need, there's no chance of that happening. No one's going to vote for that. Well, some countries would, but the people who are going to pay certainly wouldn't. What we are seeing instead is a much greater collective control. And one of the factors which the media just don't report, because it isn't very, very dramatic, there is a package of legislation called colloquially the six-pack, which has just been approved by the Parliament and now yesterday by the Council of Finance Ministers. And this gives the finance ministers and the Commission tremendous control over the economies of the member states when they start to go wrong. So elements of a fiscal union, elements of a political union, and carefully using slightly ambiguous words, these are falling into place. But is there going to be a grand proposal, let's have a fiscal union which everyone will have a referendum on and vote for? Not in a month of Sundays.